Fork vs clone. What is fork? Fork equals making your own copy of someone else's GitHub repository on your GitHub account. It creates a new repo under your profile, linked to the original repo. You can change code freely, experiment safely, propose changes back to original project. Why? Used when you don't have write access. Used in open source contribution. What is clone? Clone equals downloading the repository from GitHub to your local computer. It creates a local copy on your machine. You can edit files, commit changes, push back, if you have permission. Why? Used to work on a project locally. Required to start coding. Where fork and clone work. Fork works cloud on GitHub, online. Clone works PC on your local computer. Why? Fork equals online copy. Clone equals offline copy. Ownership difference. Fork. You own the forked repository. Original repo remains unchanged. Clone. You do not own the repo. You only have a local copy. Why? Fork equals new owner. Clone equals working copy. Purpose difference. Fork. Used to create independent copy. Used to contribute to open source. Used to customize others' projects. Clone. Used to work on code locally. Used to test and build. Used to run project on your machine. Why? Fork equals make your own version. Clone equals work on a version. Workflow difference. Fork workflow. Fork repo on GitHub. Clone your fork to local. Make changes. Push to your fork. Create pull request to original repo. Clone workflow. Clone repo. Make changes. Commit. Push. If allowed. Why? Fork equals for contribution. Clone equals for direct work. Access and permission. Fork. No permission needed from original owner. You can push to your fork. Clone. Needs permission to push back. Otherwise read only. Why? Fork equals bypass permission limits. Clone equals depends on access. Synchronization. Fork. Needs manual sync with original repo. Uses upstream remote. Clone. Directly synced with original repo. Why? Fork equals two separate repos. Clone equals one repo. Two locations. Best use cases for fork. Use fork when. Check mark contributing to open source. Check mark you don't have push access. Check mark you want your own copy. Check mark you want to experiment safely. Why? Fork protects original project. Best use cases for clone. Use clone when. Check mark you are a collaborator. Check mark you want to run project locally. Check mark you will push changes. Check mark you are working in a team. Why? Clone is part of daily development. Common beginner mistakes. Forking when clone is enough. Cloning but expecting ownership. Editing fork but not creating PR. Forgetting to sync fork. Pushing to wrong repo. Why? Causes confusion. Breaks workflow. Real life example. Fork equals photocopy of a book. Clone equals taking the book home. Photocopy equals your own version. Book at home equals working copy. Why? Fork equals ownership copy. Clone equals working copy. In simple words, fork equals copy repo to your GitHub account. Clone equals copy repo to your computer. Fork equals for contribution. Clone equals for development. Fork works online. Clone works locally. Fork vs clone equals ownership vs workspace.